there's a lot of businesses that, again, have decided to have those internal software development teams. And for tech companies, they have to. They absolutely have to. It's of strategic importance. And for others, it's kind of a judgment call. So when you're operating the team in-house, they consider it to be strategic, and they want to have more control. But they find that they don't have a lot of visibility into where the time is going. And as we go through the common categories of time sucks, effectively, that sap the capacity of software teams. And my hope again is that as you understand where your team's time is going, you can go fast. All right. So there's 5 categories overall for where a software team's time is going. You got working on new software, you've got diagnosing or fixing or reworking past work that we thought was done. Number 3, you've got diagnosing or fixing the software as it runs in a production environment. Number 4, you got administrative non-software work. And then number 5, you got time off. So I'm just going to go through those one at a time. Working on the new software. This is where we want to maximize the effort and spend all of our time. We want all of our team to be working on new software. And this is where we build new features, we make important changes, we enhance features so that they work even better. This is what our internal and external customers are asking us for. They think that our team spends all of its time in this category, but in reality, some teams struggle to get even time to work in this category. This first category, it includes everything in the software development lifecycle, from talking about the vision for a new feature. Well, that's part of this category. Doing architectural prototypes for options for new changes. Well, that's in this category. Even routine maintenance on our software. Well, that's in this category. And yes, even boring things. Renewing a security certificate. That's also in this category. It's expected important work. It's work that we can see. It's work that we can forecast. It's work that needs to get done. This is the type of work that software engineers and architects sign up for. The other categories are work that the team has to do just to get back to working in this first category, which is what they really want to do and what all the customers want to do. The second category is we dive in, diagnosing or fixing or reworking the past work that we thought was done. This is the first type of waste work. This is where we realize that something is broken. Something we thought was done is not actually done. Software that was supposed to work in a certain way, it doesn't. Or maybe something is missing. Or we're surprised that now that thousands of users use our software, our computing performance in some of these areas is now terrible. We didn't count on some database tables growing to the size that they've grown to. Or the distribution of the data being like it is. And we're spending time figuring out why we have a problem. And then once we've reproduced the problem, we're trying to redesign something in the software so that we fix the problem. We lament that we didn't catch this problem earlier, or maybe we just made a change and something else in a seemingly unrelated part of the software just broke. We don't quite understand how they could possibly be related. Okay. Now, the third category, diagnosing or fixing software as it runs in production. This is all of our production stuff. All about production issues. No feature bugs or build breaks or bug reports from UAT testing. This category is for all the time spent investigating an issue in production. Let's say a user submits a trouble ticket, or a piece of our software system goes down and has to be restarted, or a user has a question that was escalated somehow to second level support and it comes to the software team. And not only do we have to spend time to figure out if it's just user education that accidentally made it to the software team's queue in the ticket system, but we have to spend time to learn about the part of the issue that may be a genuine defect. even if 99% of it is not. And part of this category of work is also properly equipping our own company's customer support team with a better knowledge base so that they can handle more basic customer issues. Not all of them should be coming to the software team. Also, part of this category is alerts that the production environment is sending to the ticket queue. And also another part is when, say, executives or salesmen call for special support because they want to do a customer or investor demo and they need some extra data pushed into a production or a test environment so that they can do the demo. In general, this is the category for any time spent because the software is in production being used by real people. All right. Fourth category is that administrative non-software work. In this category, it's probably the easiest to describe because every department has it. You got your company picnics, staff meetings, department all hands, potlucks, generalized training. You even got checking email or installing software or rebooting computers because a bunch of updates forcibly installed themselves and all kinds of other stuff that distract us. It's time spent at work, but it's not necessarily related to the software team's type of work at all. And then finally, got time off. This will always be there, and it's not a category for optimization. We don't find that developers across all our clients are taking too much time off. We actually find the opposite, that they are so invested and so dedicated that they work overtime, and they're even working on weekends. But even with working a lot of overtime, if we don't have the right process, then the team as a whole isn't delivering at the pace the business needs, even while everybody is working themselves to the bone. But time off needs to be there. And of course, it should be a part of our forecasts, especially around Christmas and other seasons that generally affect the working capacity of our team.